Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 p.m. and you're in a cave in Edinburgh. That can mean only one thing. It's time for gagging for attention. Please put your hands together, whoop, cheer, holler, and make an uncomfortable amount of noise for your host, David Murphy!
How are we, Edinburgh? Are we good? Oh, we can do better than that. It's the afternoon on a Saturday at the Fringe. Are we good? Give us a cheer if you're an Edinburgh local. Several, cool. Give us a cheer if you're from England. Seems like the majority. Give us a cheer if you're from further afield. A cheer that sounded jet-lagged from the sounds of things. Where have you come from, sir? He's forgotten. It's been that long. Come from Wales. Oh, okay, I'm looking down here. Come from Wales. I mean, in terms of further afield, that's not really all that far. Anyone from, like, overseas? Woo! Where are you from, Adam?
New York.
New York, fair play. Give her a round of applause, come on. All the way from New York just to see Gagging for attention. Very, very nice of you, man. Give us a cheer if you're drinking. Most of you hitting yourselves at the back. Full pints in the air, good stuff. Give us a cheer if you're like a nightclub kind of person. Should have figured as much. We're spending our afternoon in a cave. I'm like you guys, I'm not much of a nightclubber either. I'm the sort of guy that likes to sit at home alone on a Friday night, proving that Cocoa Pops and milk really do make a bowl for the game. But I do like clubbing, because it's an 8-letter word, and it uses all my tiles on a triple word score. So that's 95 points. There's a Gryffindor over here, pretty good. But I was unfortunately out in a nightclub not that long ago. I was boogieing on me. That's my move. I think you'll agree it's a pretty sexy move. It's the green man off the traffic lights. This guy down here, he looks like he's done the move before. Have you done the green man before, sir? Maybe. I think it's time for you to prove it. What's your name, sir? Rowan. Everyone give Rowan a round of applause. Oh, Rowan. So sorry. How do you do it? I thought you were a natural. Right. Right arm, right leg, bang. And back. Oh, put some effort in, Rowan. That's it. Put your hips into it. Nice. Alright, we'll bump you up to level 2 because you're obviously a pro. Okay, so you do your green man, and then you move on to red man. Alright, go. Ooh, you've got the arms, jazz hands and everything. Okay, level 3, right, you do the green man, so do the green man. This is the flashing green man, so do green man, and then take your clothes off. You sit yourself down, right? You guys are going to be fun. Yeah, I was dancing away, I was doing a green man, me and Rowan were lying up the dance floor, the ladies were swooning, lies, and this big, burly rugby chap starts to sashay across the dance floor towards me, and he comes right up close, and he grabs my glasses off my face, puts them on his face, and just shimmies away. And I'm left there thinking, I do believe I've just been mugged. But I didn't say anything because he's much bigger than me. And he turns back to me and he goes, how do I look? How do you look? How do you look? I don't know how you look. You've stolen the one tool I possess that can help me answer a question like how you look. Blurry is how you look. But of course I didn't say that because he's much bigger than me. I just sort of turned back to him and went, me and Rowan did this all night long. It was pretty good, but it was alright. We made friends eventually. He came back over, he patted me on the shoulder, gave me my glasses back, and I thought, this is good. I've made friends with a butch alpha male, which is good for me because I need protection. And he put his fist out like that, but I wasn't scared because I've learned from culture that you're meant to bash your fist next to it, and that's a sign of respect. So I bopped his fist, but what I shouldn't have done was say respectacles. That's a pun that will kill a friendship right where it starts. Okay guys, the way this show works is we've got 4 fantastic comedians back there who are going to give you an hour of riveting comedy. Are we ready for some comedy? You guys don't quite seem ready for comedy yet. You guys seem like you need some leadership. You seem like you need a cheerleader. You seem like you need to be led by a man with the most dynamite dance moves of all time. It seems like you need a Rowan. So Rowan, if you'd like to stand back up on your feet. Everyone give him a big round of applause. And turn and face your congregation, because Rowan, you are their leader. You are like a god to them. So whatever you do, they will repeat. So you need to get the atmosphere going absolutely wild and crazy as we welcome on our next act from the telly, Ben Wilkins. All right. So what I need you to do. Pardon? I mean, Rowan, you can play it however you want. I mean, you could sit down, but I can't see them getting too wild and crazy over that. I think what you're going to need to do is probably go a bit wild up here, clap your hands, stomp your feet, maybe take your kit off, and they're probably going to get whooping and cheering. Okay, do you reckon you can do it? Do we think Rowan is going to be the best cheerleader you can? You can keep your clothes on, don't worry, Rowan. Okay, so you need to, right, I'll give you some pointers. Raise your left hand like that. Raise your right hand. And then just start banging them together. Alright, Rowan, over to you. 1, 2, 3. We're off to a cracking start. Are we having fun? Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. We've got three more acts for you. Are you excited? Yeah. Hey, have we got any couples in? Give us a cheer if you're in a couple. Yeah. Hey, anyone down the front? Give us a wave, couples. Give us a big wave. As high as you can, that's it, like an 80s game show. Are you guys together? How are you? Are you guys together in unison? Yes. She's still here. And he's still here. How long have you guys been together? Been married for 4 weeks! Awesome! 5 weeks! Oh, so he's already getting it. All I can say is good luck for the anniversary, sir. He's going to be there in June and the anniversary is in July, no, August. It's been such a long month. That is lovely. That obviously your honeymoon must have been a real high, but from the sounds of the things when you said yes, it's really gone downhill. Does she ever surprise you at all, sir? Don't laugh like that. Keep it clean. It's no. Right, as you're a newlywed, I'll give you a bit of advice. I've asked that question to a lot of long-standing couples. No is the wrong answer. Definitely the wrong answer. Where are other couples? Do the 80s game show wave again? Less hands that time. Are you two together? Yeah. Can't any of you seem happy? How long have you guys been together? 24 years. Wow, that is longer than I've been alive. Fair play. Does she ever surprise you at all? Occasionally, he's learned. What was the last nice thing she did for you? That's when they normally get in trouble. Brought you here. Wow, that's really nice. Nice to know she's a cheapskate, 3 can't she? I asked that question to a couple in Worcestershire recently, and before the guy could answer what the woman does to surprise him, she just piped up with, "Sometimes I just hide around the house." And the guy had a look on his face and just said, "Yeah, she does. I've not left the house in 4 years. She just keeps jumping out at me at the door." But the reason I ask is because my girlfriend is really good at surprises. And it was a few months back that we went on holiday together, just the two of us, to Crete for a week. It was really lovely weather, really nice hotel. And on the second day in, she did the most phenomenal surprise. She dumped me. Yeah, I didn't quite know how to react to that, much like you guys down here. So I left the hotel room, I crossed the beach, and I got on a jet ski for 3 hours. I rented it for 15 minutes. But I think part of me was trying to jet ski home. And then an hour and a half into the journey, I realised, I haven't even reached Greek mainland. I need to go back. Back towards a very angry looking Greek man who's going, "Hey, what are you doing on my jet ski?" Yeah, because I don't do accents. Yeah, big surprise, the big old nerd can only do Mario from Nintendo. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing on my jet ski?" Yahoo! And he jumped on a tail. But because I was angry, I wanted to ride the jet ski right up the beach, jump off it, stroll up the beach, throw 20 euros in his face and go, "I know it's not enough, but you're Greek, your currency means nothing anymore." But I'm this. So I rolled off the jet ski, crawled up the beach, and cried at his feet, shouting at his shoes, because I was alone and shoes only come in pairs. They're soulmates. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's your £3 joke. You can leave now, feel free to leave, but it's Jake. That's what you paid for. Everything from here on in is a bonus. Just look at it that way. Okay, you've got 3 fantastic acts coming up. Are we excited? Yeah. You guys don't quite seem excited. I think you need to learn excitement. You need to learn excitement from the pros, the people that have just got excitement riddled throughout their life, and that is our extremely happy couples down the front. So if I can get you two to stand on your feet for me, and face the crowd, and if I can get you two to stand on your feet. Okay, so couple off. 24 years versus 5 weeks. If that was like the age of the people competing, I think you guys would have the upper hand. But yeah, so 24 years, 5 weeks. Who is going to cause the most chaos in terms of atmosphere? You did that like a nerd at Glastonbury. Oh, a stage dive! Such a rebel! Oh, we're a anorak indoors! I don't know, it does leak in here. It does leak in here. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to you guys first. You're going to clap, cheer, stamp your feet, go absolutely wild, and get these guys going absolutely mental. You guys learn from the pros, but give your own like new twist to it, and get these guys riled up and excited. You're looking at them as if like you're swingers. Stop staring them down. We're not going doggy yet. You stay put. I'm going to put my hand here just in case. Right. Okay, so you guys get this side riled up. After 3, 1, 2, 3, go crazy! Okay, guys. I think we can all agree you've got a lot to live up to. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, zip up that anorak, because things are going to get moist. In fact, no. Please get ready. Whoa! Oh, you look like an angry parent. I'll get your own back. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go on! It's going to take a darker turn, but you guys are going to love it. Okay, so we're going to get some applause going from the back of the room. We're going to bring it forward Mexican wave style, and you guys down the front, you've all had enough training by now, so you guys are going to go wild and crazy. Everyone else is going to go wild and crazy. We're going to welcome on our next act, Mr. Piers Arnold. Okay, back row, are we ready to get the applause going? Good work, Panto crowd. Good work. We are all a group of students, and so we all study at the same university, and that's where we all come from. I'm a master's student. My degree costs £6,580. Can we all agree that's a lot of money? Yeah. I should hope so. You all paid £3 to get in here, so I should hope 6,000 is a little bit much for you. I don't have that much money. I recently found out that I have £1 to my name, one solitary pound. And I took that down to the shops, but the problem with me doing that is I've got a little game show host in my head. And he turned to me and he said, Dave, you've got £1 in the bank. Would you like to spend that on some food, maybe some water, so you don't bloody well die? Or would you like to gamble? So I bought a scratch card. And the problem with me buying a scratch card with the very last coin I own in the entire world is I now have a scratch card, but I have no means of finding out whether I've won. Fingers crossed, could be a millionaire, never know. But I'm not really doing an awful lot with my life, which probably explains why I'm poor. Have we got any of those students in the room, by the way? Just cheer students? Well, it sounds like you're just as poor as I am. Are you a student, man? What do you student? What do you student? It's a really stupid way of saying study. Physics. Okay, so you got a brain. Don't worry, this isn't your future then. Anyone that did something a little bit more vocational? What did you do, madam? Biochemistry. Jesus Christ! Look at you not walking in here with your futures. Hang on, I tried to do what you did. I did biology as an A-level, and I failed miserably. There was one lesson we were asked to draw a reflex arc, and I didn't know what a reflex arc was, so I drew Noah's Ark. She came over and pointed at it. It wasn't even a good drawing. It was a pretty shoddy drawing of a boat. And she comes over and goes, "What's this?" I'm like, "It's Noah's Ark." And she was like, "No, you're meant to draw a reflex arc. It's a graph of people's reactions to different things." And I was like, "Well, this was Noah's reaction to the flood." She did not appreciate. Yeah, I'm not doing an awful lot of my life recently. I recently spent 20 minutes just chasing a straw around a glass with my face. I caught up to the straw, I had a sip, it was a milkshake, a really tasty milkshake. But the joy of the milkshake was somewhat diminished by the intimidating presence of all those boys in my yard. Nice to see we've got some colleagues fans in the room. Because I did that joke about 3 days ago to 5 people and all of them just sat waiting for the punchline. This is awkward, I've already done it. But I also spent quite a while recently rearranging all my DVDs into reverse alphabetical order just to give it that zesty Hebrew feel. And I spent 4 hours planning what I would do in the event of a mugging. And after 4 hours, the best I could come up with was to just jump up and down repeatedly, so at least 50% of the time I'm the bigger, more intimidating one. So fingers crossed, no mugging. Right, are we ready to get our last act on?
Yes!
Oh, you guys don't quite seem ready enough. You guys sound like you... I've really made a mess here. You guys sound like you need a little bit of encouragement from some people with some futures. So students, on your feet please, girls. I think we need to give them a round of applause. Alright, you're in charge of this side of the room, you're in charge of this side of the room. Okay. You're blocking out, I thought you were waving at me. Hello, my new friends. Okay, now you guys saw the drill. You saw the couples do a pretty good job. Okay, what year are you in, madam?
Third year PhD.
Third year PhD. Okay, so like fun has gone for you. And what year are you in? Just finished. So you know what fun is. Okay, so you've got the upper hand here. So I'm going to go to you first. You've got to whip them into a frenzy like it's fresh as week, and you're on a bonkers bar crawl. All right, 1, 2. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, do please tweet us at Gag for Attention and let us know what you thought of the show. If you did enjoy the show, also tell your friends, because we've got 1 day left. It'd be nice to pack out our way out today. Word of mouth is golden. If you did enjoy a bit of Hush, that'd be nice. I'm going to do a shameless plug now. I'm also in another show called Gigolos. Hilarious name, I know. It's at 9 PM, starring me and one of the other guys that you haven't seen in the show today. So if you enjoyed what I've done today, then come on down at 9 o'clock at the Dragonfly, just off Grass Market, and we'll have an hour of comedy for you. Give us a cheer if you're up for coming. Yeah, screw you. Well, me and that one person that half said yes, we're going to have a lovely time. I'm going to come and stand at the door and give you paper because there's just not enough of it in Edinburgh. That's all we've got time for. So if you did enjoy the show, we have got 1 more left. So come back tomorrow because it'll be a completely different lineup. If you didn't enjoy the show, come back tomorrow. It'll be a different lineup. There's one last thing we need to do. First of all, we need to give it up for all the audience members that got involved. Our lovely couple.